Alrighty, well, so this is the only tent site up on the ridge here, and this is what I had in mind for the next couple nights here while I attempt the summit bid tomorrow. But anyway, quite the view up here. We got big drop over here, maybe a couple 100 feet or so, but getting up here was a bit dicier than I thought it would be. Snow got deeper the higher up I got, and it also got a bit more slushy as it was warming up. Here we have Mount Pugh, standing at just over 7,200 feet. Here's a quick look at the Knife Edge Ridge heading to the route to Mount Pugh. And down here we have the one and only glacier home to Mount Pugh. It's unnamed on all the maps I've looked at, but it feeds Stewjack Creek, so therefore I am going to call it Stewjack Glacier. Alright, camp is set up, and the tent site ended up being just enough space for a two-person tent. And now it's time to melt some snow for water. And conveniently, the snow is right next to camp. time to head for the summit. The wind picked up quite a bit this morning. Had to secure the tent a little bit better using all the guy lines. Did probably about 400 pounds worth of rocks. I just wasn't convinced that camp wouldn't blow away while I'm out. So here we go. Yep. Here we are on the summit of Mount Pugh. It took about 2 hours to get here from camp. Down on the ridge there. I don't know if you can see it from here, but camp is down there. The route was pretty straightforward, easy to follow. Snow conditions are deteriorating pretty quickly. This weekend is the first heat wave for the summer here in Western Washington. You can see remnants of what used to be the fire lookout up here. I'm not sure when it was decommissioned, but when they are decommissioned, they just set them ablaze. And so, let's see here. You can see little bits and pieces of melted glass here, rusty nails, some other stuff that I can't identify. Here's a nice view of Glacier Peak. Just gorgeous views up here all around. We got the Sauk Valley down there. Let's see, you can see Rainier off in the distance there. And we got Baker over here. Whitehorse, Three Fingers. Things are starting to warm up pretty quickly, so it's time to head back down to camp. This is an old cable pulley system that was once used to supply the fire lookout. All right, back at camp after a picture-perfect morning on Mount Pugh. It's about noon. There's still lots of daylight left. I'm gonna stay here one more night, head out tomorrow morning. So I'm just gonna hang out, enjoy the rest of the day here, and eat some food, and enjoy the scenery. Down there is Stewjack Pass. And then up a ways from there is the one and only tent site on the ridge here. This angle really puts it into perspective how cool this site really is. Definitely one of my favorites that I've ever camped at here in the North Cascades. And since we're talking about tent sites, up there on the summit, there is what appears to be 2 or 3 tent sites. 2 of them were almost melted out, and the third one was still mostly covered in snow. But I suspect that in a week or 2, they should be melted out. Other than that, down in the forest there, at the lake, there are probably about 2 or 3 primitive campsites. Alright, time to break down camp and head back. As you can see, it's a little windy this morning, so should be interesting breaking down the tent. Alright, the wind has picked up, and part of the tent has come unstaked, so I'm in here trying to just hold things down and pack up at the same time, and it's not working out too well. Spent about 45 minutes of this. The wind doesn't really seem to be letting up at all. There's no way I'm gonna attempt to break down the tent. I'm just gonna end up losing something or damaging the tent. So basically I'm just gonna wait it out. That's all I can do. The wind finally died down after waiting it out for about 5 hours. I really didn't feel like losing my tent, so I just felt it was best to just wait it out, and this isn't a terrible place to kind of be biding my time, you know? So anyway, got everything packed up. A lot of snow has melted just in the last couple days. And I should be down to the car in about 2 hours or so. All right, back at the trailhead. Just want to say thanks to anyone that tuned in. It's time for me to go get a greasy cheeseburger, some fries, and an ice cold lemonade. See you next time.